Yeah. Y'all watching the Grind Ethics mixtape show, and I'm your host, Viktory BX Supreme Promoter. Basically, nah, I'm saying, basically, yo, this is another episode, a new episode of the segment Power Play Studios. You know what I'm saying? This is still Grind Ethics mixtape show, but this segment is a special segment called Power Play Studios, where I speak about um, different things that went on I say Grind Ethics, different things that went on Power Play Studios, the legendary Power Play Studios, as well in the 80s and the 90s. For those who don't know, Power Play was a legendary studio where mad all the well-known rappers from the 80s and 90s came through and did their thing, and some of the well-known R&B artists as well. So, and right now I'm with my brother Cuss, who used to be an engineer. He actually was an engineer while I was an intern at Power Play Studios back in the 90s. This is years ago, my nigga. This is years ago. But yeah. Um, yo, if you like this episode of Grind Ethics Mixtape Show, I'll be very grateful if you smash the like button, subscribe, share, and when you do subscribe, ring the bell. And also, I'll be very grateful if anyone could make a friendly donation. The link is down below, Grind Ethics Cash App. Yo, I'm about to start this Grind Ethics tour around the country. You know what I'm saying? Grind Ethics tour around the country. You know what I mean? So I'm just raising up donations for that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, Oh yeah, the first stop is Atlanta. I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I want to see what this Black Wall Street shit is all about. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, people say I gotta go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go and see what that is all about. Also, I'm gonna interview people in Atlanta as well. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm here with my brother Cuss. You know what I mean? Former engineer of Power Play Studios. What's up, my brother?
Hey, how you feel, man?
I'm great, man. Thank you for being on the Grind Ethics mixtape show.
Indeed.
Yo,
Thanks for having me.
no doubt. Yo, you the first guest of the special segment Power Play Studios.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's cool. No doubt.
Yeah, so you used to be a former studio engineer for Power Play Studios, right?
Yeah,
Of
I was
course.
former everything up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So what made you
That's
want to
where I
get
started.
First of all, what made you want to become an engineer while everybody want to be a fucking rapper?
Well, let's see. Um, I started out, well, let me just clarify. I'm a student of the game. So, I was a music dork, so I used to be a DJ, and I DJed from 87 to 97.
Okay.
Yeah. And like when you're a music dork, you're just trying to absorb all the information you can. So you're reading credits, you're reading the back of albums, and I'm not talking about just skimming through it. You're reading everything. And I was more so like, mixed by, what the hell does that mean? Wait, engineered by, what is it? Well, I don't understand. I didn't get it. Like, I'm reading the credits for a Big Daddy Kane album, and it says mixed by, and I'm thinking, I thought DJ Mr. C was just DJ. I thought he was mixing it. I was just confused. I didn't understand. So just having that kind of intrigue led me to start learning more about what engineering was and what it was about. Which again prompted me into stepping into that arena.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. So what year did you go to school for it, or did you learn on YouTube? There was no YouTube back in the day.
So I went to Queensboro. At the time,
You from Queens originally, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Queens. So play was in Queens.
Yeah.
So I went to Queensboro, and at the time, that was the only school in the CUNY system that had audio engineering. So at the time, they called the program music electronics, where they taught you musical theory, they taught you electronics courses, and they also taught you the studio. So you could understand how to operate the equipment and how to repair the equipment also. So I graduated from there in 94.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that was like what, 30 years ago?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was actually 3 years before you met me. No, actually, that was 2 years before you met me. I met you in 96.
96? Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So while I was in school, I was one of the courses was you have to take an internship somewhere. And the guidance counselor was like, yo, write down 5 different studios and I'll call them for you and set up, I'll set it up. So I don't know why I wrote down Power Play. I think I wrote it down because I kept reading it on the back of album covers. I wrote down a few of them, but the rest of them were in Manhattan. So my guidance counselor, since I'm from Queens, he called Power Play first since I was the only one in Queens.
Yeah.
And they said, yo, send them down. So I went down there. I went and visited with Pat, who at the time she was the manager of the studio, and she was like, just let me know it's going to be a lot of hard work, but come on board. So I started interning in 93.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, 93.
93 is when I started interning, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you basically elevating and becoming like an assistant engineer, then a full engineer.
Yeah, so the good thing was, well, it's a good and bad thing.
Okay.
From what I understood, normally it takes people like a couple of years to even become an assistant, and then from there, like a good 5 years or 6 years to become an engineer.
Damn.
This is from what people were telling me. But I was able to move up fairly quickly because in those days of Power Play, like I wasn't in Power Play during their glory years, like their glory years of like the mid '80s and late '80s.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, so me arriving in the early '90s, Power Play was kind of like, it was still Power Play. It was still, the studio was still who she was, but it was kind of like on its downslope, if that makes sense.
I know what you talk about.
Yeah, it was kind of starting to like slide downhill a little bit. So that being the not so great part, but the great part about that is that I was able to get into the rooms and just mess around with a 2-inch reel and practice on a board. And I was able to move up fairly easily as far as the transition from an intern, and then I started to become an assistant engineer in a few sessions while still interning. You know what I'm saying? And then from being an assistant engineer, that parlayed me into becoming a full-time engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year was when you became a full-time engineer?
That was October 1995.
Okay.
So what actually happened was, so I've been engineering almost 29 years. So what happened was, I was assisting Spider.
Okay.
I was doing Spider was an engineer / manager, at the studio, and I was selected to be an assistant engineer on one of his gigs, and pardon me. I think it was one night when we already worked with this client before, so it was a pretty straightforward stuff where they was just laying a beat from the SB1200 and then just doing vocals. So it wasn't rocket science, it wasn't anything crazy. And Spider called me and was like, yo, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't feel like coming in. He was like, I feel a little bit sick. I was like, come in, can you do the session? And I was like, first, you're a little timid. Yeah, I was like, oh, damn. But I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So I engineered the session, and it's not that I did a better job than Spider, because, Spider was way more skilled than I was, but I think they just took a liking to me with the vibe, and they was like, yo, we're going to book you for the next session that we do. And as the engineer, I was like, all right, bet. So that's how that went. That's how I was able to do that first session as an engineer. That was October 1995. I don't remember the date, but I know it was in October.
You think that's the reason why? I mean, a lot of people came to Power Play for different reasons and stood there for different reasons, as far as buying studio time or renting studio time. But you think that's one of the reasons why people kept on coming, because they were close to a particular engineer, whatever?
I know that from then on, people, you went to a specific studio because you heard a certain sound come out of there, and you have to credit the studio for that, but then you also have to credit the engineer who provided that sound for you. So what studios aren't stupid. What they wanted to do all the time was recruit the best engineers they can so they could keep the clientele coming, because it's the engineer put the magic on it that's going to keep that client happy, although the studio has to upkeep its equipment and, coming out with the newest toys. They got to keep the place fresh in order. So the client is coming there for both reasons, not just the studio. They may start coming there because of the studio, but they're definitely going to stay because of the engineers. Because if the engineer is no good, you're not going to look at it like, give me another engineer. You might just pack up your stuff and go try to find another studio.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And there was at one point the transition of power happened where it wasn't a studio that was the popular place, although the studio name would grab your ear. It was the engineer or engineers that people more so started to gravitate to.
Okay. So it's basically the engineers made Power Play.
I don't know if I would word it like that. I think the name Power Play was a household name in itself that would make you come to the place, but it was the engineers that would reassure you that you're in the right place.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say it was a joint effort.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I hear that. So, have you any name us the celebrities that you actually engineered, people that we know, familiar names, and underground too.
Right. Well, the first session, and I got to credit Spider for this too. Damn. The first session that I was officially an assistant engineer for was for Nas's It Ain't Hard to Tell remix, his first single.
Mm-hmm.
That was being produced by Large Professor.
Oh, so it was a power play?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! Wow, that's crazy. You see, it's in the history books. We got to record it.
So I was Spider put me on that session because I think there was something happening and they didn't finish, and the next day they had to do something else and then start mixing it. And Spider, since I was there that the day before, Spider was like, "You want to do the session?" I was like, "Damn." But this is one of those things where you're not 100% sure, because you don't want to mess something up for a major artist such as Nas or a major producer such as Large Professor. So you're like, he's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on a session," because he had the power to do so. Because he was like, in that moment, he was half manager of the studio along with Pat. So again, Spider put me on a session, and yeah, I was the assistant engineer for that. But there was a whole bunch of people that would come through. KRS, like, yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of people that used to come through. I can't remember all of them. I could try. Akinelli.
Oh, Akinelli, yeah. Hello? Hello? Well, we're going to stop here. I'm going to wait for him to call back. Yo, yeah, man, this is some good history here, man. I'm hearing some things I never heard before. But yeah. I'm gonna wait for my man Cuss to come to come through back, whatever. Yo, we're gonna do a part 2 of this Power Play Stories documentary. You know what I mean? Here on the Grind Ethics Mixtape Show. And I'm your host, Viktory BX Supreme Promoter. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Okay. We don't have to do it. Hold on. Hello? Yeah. Yo, hold up. Yeah. Yeah, you were saying?
No, I thought I lost you. You know, I apologize about that.
I was about to do a part 2. I was like, we wait till Cuss come back, but we don't have to do a part 2. Fuck it. This is some interesting shit.
I'm sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. So you were saying?
When I was there, I mean, of course, you know, everybody used to come to Power Play, but when I was there, the people I saw coming through, I saw Redman come through. That's when he was working on his second album, There Is a Dark Side. DJ Doc was mixing that. And then, who else was coming through? Omar X came through. He had a project there. There's a lot of people. Royal Brush, CNN.
Hold on. You said Royal Flush, right? Was you the one that engineered what's that? Ice Down Medallions by Royal Flush?
No, I didn't engineer.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if he did that at Power Play, but there was a couple of sessions where he came through and spit on other people's stuff, and I was there for that.
Yeah, because he lived right near Power Play at the time. You know what I'm saying? Power Play's in Queen. He lived at what? Queenbridge or Left Rack? One of those places?
He was in Flushing.
Oh, yeah, Flush. Okay, Flushing. That's kind of a distance.
Not really, but okay.
It's kind of a stretch. Not too long. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Bronx nigga, but still, I was working at Queens, and I was getting familiar with Queens at that time.
How long was your commute?
45 minutes because I live in the beginning of the Bronx. I live on Grand Concourse.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. But yeah, there was a bunch of people coming through Power Play, man. Fat Joe came there a couple of times while I was there. A bunch of people was coming through, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, so what other did you engineer in other studios or no?
Yeah. When Power Play was, like I said, kind of on its downstroke, I got connected with Unique Recording.
I remember you used to work for Unique. That's why I asked you that question. I was like, did Cuss was one of those engineers that was working for Unique? Because other engineers over in Power Play was working with Unique at the same time, back and forth.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I got connected with Unique through Gary Shea, who used to be a manager up at Power Play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never met Gary.
Oh yeah. Gary left before you made it up there.
Yeah.
By that time, I think Gary was A&R over at Wild Fish.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I mean, you had to get in where you fit in, so he was able to connect me with Tony Chuden over at Unique, and he said Tony owed him a favor, so I called him up, and he said, come see me. So I went down to see him, and we chopped it up, we spoke, we talked, figured out what level I was at and where I was, and he started putting me on some sessions. So, but he was only putting me on as an assistant engineer. So I was going back and forth doing assisting sessions at Unique and engineering sessions at Power Play.
Okay.
Because this this way, I looked at it as just get my chops up and get well-rounded in more than one studio.
Okay, definitely. Have you ever fucked with Ching Kong? What's it called? Ching Kong Studios? Ching Chung Studios?
Chung Ching?
Chung Ching, yeah, Chung Ching Studios, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Look at, man, Chung Ching. That was one of my favorite rooms that I ever heard, that I ever mixed in.
Okay.
I think it was the Gold Room. The Gold Room at Chung. All the rooms at Chung Ching sounded good, but the Gold Room sounded special.
Yeah.
I mixed a bunch of songs in the Gold Room.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to love Chung Ching. Yep.
Expensive. Yeah. What other studios you fucked with?
All of them. Hit Factory.
Hit Factory was the shit at the time.
Yep.
Battery Park. Have you ever fucked with Battery Studios?
Yep, Battery. The old Hit Factory sounded better than the new Hit Factory.
Okay.
Let you know. Sony, Mirror Image, like you said, Battery, Soundtrack,
D&D.
D&D. Yep. Quad.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I used to hear that Quad Studios. Yeah, Quad Studios. Yeah.
Yep. Right Track.
Right. Oh, Quad. That's where too. Yeah.
Sound on Sound.
Yeah.
Daddy's House.
Yeah.
Did I say Sony? Yeah. I've done sessions all over the city. Firehouse. Yeah.
I was about to Wu-Tang did a lot of stuff in Firehouse. They actually did most of the first Wu-Tang 36 Chambers at Firehouse.
Okay.
I used to read the credits too, so I remember that shit.
But there was another spot. Wu-Tang did a lot of stuff that I engineered a few sessions there. Alien Flyers.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yo, what is up with the big rivalry? What was up with the big rivalry between Power Play Studios and D&D Studios?
I don't know if it was really a rivalry. D&D was they were both hip hop spots. Bona fide hip hop spots.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm going to come in with an actual rivalry that was happening between them. I just know that I don't know which one came first. I don't know if D&D was rocking when Power Play started, because Power Play started early 80s or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
D&D lasted well after Power Play kind of went out. But yeah, I don't know. What rivalry have you heard about? Because I'm not really too familiar with one.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that for while I was up there. When I was interning out there. When I was interning in Power Play.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with that.
There's a bit of a rivalry. Something like that. There's a bit of a rivalry. I've been hearing on and off. I forgot. This was almost 30 years ago. You talking to a 45-year-old cuss? Oh man. And I can't believe I'm 45, bro. It's like I felt like I met you just yesterday as a teenager. I feel like it was yesterday. Huh?
Keep living, man. Just keep living.
And I can't believe you're over 45 because I know you're older than me.
Yeah, I'm 50.
You don't look 50, brother.
Nah, I am 50.
I know you 50, but I'm just saying you don't look 50 because I know you was always older than me.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I was in high school when you met me and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, man. What was I about to ask? Yo, how you felt when you first saw? First of all, did they put your name on an Illmatic album as a engineer?
No.
Oh damn!
Well, I didn't work on the album. I worked on the first single's remix.
What happened?
Right. I worked on the remix of the
Okay.
Yeah, but you know who's on that album?
Who?
And he did that first single, the original. It ain't hard to tell. Anton.
Okay.
Anton Kochanski.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on there credited as I think she recorded that song at Power Play, and I think Anton plays bass on it.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because
the doom, the doom, the doom, the doom, the doom, the doom. Is that the song?
No, it ain't hard to tell. The one with the Michael Jackson sample.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, yeah. That's Halftime. I was singing. Yeah, but damn, you got me sounding like that nigga Calvin from Paid in Full. Man, you should have hit it. But yeah, but you have your name in any credits, any albums, any classic albums?
From Power Play?
Yeah. Any album, any studios, it don't matter.
Oh, of course. Shit, yeah. Hell, I sold over 10 million records. Oh yeah, I got plaques. Oh yeah. What? Shit. There's so many. I can't even think. Pun.
Oh, the first one, Capital Punishment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biggie.
The first one or the second one? The second one, right?
The third one.
The third. Okay. Born Again.
Born Again.
Yeah.
Fantasia.
Oh, I love me some Fantasia. Oh man, I love that woman.
Cassette Michelle. Vivian Green.
Okay.
Maya.
Okay.
A whole bunch of them. I can't even think of them now.
Damn.
You know what's funny? Here's the funny thing. It's been a long. I've been blessed throughout my career. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. It's definitely been a blessing.
Yeah.
But it's also been a blur. And what I mean by that is, man, there's people I worked with that I forgot I worked with. Like, completely forgot. Like, I remember, may he rest in peace. Like, right after Nipsey Hussle died, I don't know why, but a bunch of people kept hitting me up asking me, yo, did you ever work with Nipsey? And I was like, no. And then come to find out, like a half year later, I realized, oh, yeah, I did. I forgot.
Oh, sure.
But it's just, dude, you're just working. You're not really focusing.
Yeah.
When you first start, you're focusing on the people. But once you get rolling, you're focusing on the work. I mean, of course, if something gets a Grammy, you're like, yo, I got a Grammy for that. But I mean, you're not, you're not locked in. And I've never got a Grammy. I've gotten Grammy nominations. But like, let's just say I got 30 Grammys. The person with 30 Grammys doesn't remember all 30 of the Grammys he got. He just, he remembers the first one because that's the first time he gets a Grammy. He remembers the second and third one, but after that, he's like, I don't remember that. He's like, it's just a blur.
Yeah.
So he's working, and that's basically what it was.
I hear that.
But Power Play was good to me, man.
Yeah, Power Play, yeah. When I went to Power Play, of course, the late, what was it, in 1996? That was I didn't go to, I wasn't there when in his prime, when Power Play was at his prime.
Power Play in Queens then, or was it moved to Manhattan?
It was both. I was there when I was there. Okay, I was there in Queens, and I was there in the Manhattan when they moved to Manhattan. Also, when they had it both in Queens and Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So, what you think was? No. Before I ask that question, I want to ask you this question. Was you there when Suge Knight was there?
No.
Okay. Because I heard Spider told me that Suge Knight actually had he actually owned one of the rooms at Power Play.
In Manhattan?
Yeah, no, in Queens.
You sure it was Suge Knight or you sure it wasn't Hammer?
You said Suge.
Okay.
Why would you say Hammer? I don't know.
No, because one of the rooms is a C room.
Yeah.
I think Eric B had a partnership with Hammer, and Eric B had the studio for like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't hear him.
What would you say was the downfall of Power Play Studios?
The downfall. If I took a guess, I would say it probably was the upkeep.
Okay.
That's a good question. You know what? I would probably say it was the upkeep because there was a time when a lot of things it just wasn't working any longer.
As far as equipment and stuff like that?
Equipment, cables, and the reason why I can recognize that is because I saw that happen to another studio.
Okay.
Where it's like money has to be put into it in order for, the upkeep to happen because, we're dealing with analog. It's not like Pro Tools and digital where you're able to troubleshoot an issue. No, with this analog equipment not working or a pot being full of dust or whatever, like cleaning has to happen, things have to be sent out and fixed. And the studio probably wasn't bringing in as much as it was as it used to. And so there wasn't really, the funding wasn't there to fix certain things or whatever. That's just how I'm looking at it. And before you know it, no one wants to keep coming to a studio where you try to plug up an 8-cable snake and only 4 of them work.
Yeah.
Because then that makes the output of work take twice as long. You're dealing with somebody setting up an MPC, setting up an S950. You need 8 outs from one, 8 outs from another. That's 16 outs. But hell, we only have 10 available outputs because this cable is not working.
Yeah.
Or whatever this is connected to is not working, or this patch cable is not working, or that starts to put a hindrance on the output of work. And just probably from that, with people getting these deals with these major labels, and they're getting much bigger deals and bigger deals, they're going to
better studios.
Not necessarily better, even though they probably may be better, they're going to a prettier studio, or they're going to a studio that's not in, people want to be in Manhattan. So what made Power Play, one of those best kept secrets in a gold mine was that it was in Queens. And it was away from all the noise if you wanted to just come and work. It's away from the noise, and it's giving you a certain polished sound that's still gritty because it's hip-hop. But in that time, that around that area of about the mid-90s, gritty hip-hop is not really the thing anymore. Kind of. Hip-hop is becoming a little bit more poppy, a little bit more polished,
yeah,
a little bit more digital, or however you want to look at it. And, of course, inflation, people are having bigger budgets. And so they want to go to somewhere that looks a little bit sexy. I don't know.
Yeah, different factors. I would say different factors.
And then the other part is that people want to rub shoulders with people who are also in Manhattan. Because you know, they're doing a session in room 1, but room 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 already got people in there working, and they come in next door, knock on the door. I'm like, yo, can I play you some beats? You know, who's in there today? I want to come play them some beats. So that kind of traffic, you want to be able to rub elbows with people, and you want to be next to them. You want to be in that vicinity, and you can't do that if you're isolated out in Queens. You know?
I mean, there's pros and cons to both sides.
Yeah. You know, that's the only thing I can really think of.
What's up with this Power Play documentary, though, man? I think I seen you in it, and I seen Liz in it too. I definitely seen Liz in it.
Yeah, so that was just a snippet. That video, I know exactly which one you're talking about too, and I want to say that they were trying to get that off the ground, but at the end of the day, it's probably going to take funding also.
Hey, that's why I created Power Play Stories. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tell my story, and bring other people who been in Power Play Studios and have them tell their stories. You know what I'm saying? Yo, tell us any funny moments at Power Play Studios.
What moment you said?
Funny moments at Power Play Studios.
Funny moments. Yeah, we used to have fun all the time. Trying to think of some funny moments. Damn. I mean, I would have fun with clients in sessions. I'm trying to think of like an overall moment that was like funny. I think. Damn, it's escaping me in this moment.
That was years ago, man.
Yeah, I'd have to, jog my memory for that.
Yeah, man. Power Play was a legendary studios, man. Legendary studio.
Indeed, man.
You know, you felt that was basically, do you feel Power Play left an impact in the culture and also the hip hop industry at the same time?
Do I think it what? Say it again?
Do you feel like Power Play left like an impact, like a dent on the you know what I'm saying, on the culture and the industry? Because there's a difference between the culture and the industry, because a lot of people don't know the difference.
Right. But you know what though? But Power Play is one of those places, if you know, you know. Like people wouldn't front on Power Play. Like they kickstarted way too many like careers, and I'm not talking about one-offs. I'm talking about groups. I'm talking about like, the whole crew of Herbie Lovebug with Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper, Dan Dane, Kwame, and Sweet Teen, like Angela, like the whole crew was at Power Play because their producer Herbie Lovebug was at Power Play. DITC, Digging in the Crate, Showbiz, AG, Buck Wild, Diamond D, Fat Joe, Lord Finesse, OG, Lyricist OC, like that whole conglomerate ran through Power Play.
The Bridge is Over. Remember that was done at Power Play?
Yeah. BEP, Marley Marl. Like there was hordes of people that was just constantly running through Power Play. So hell yeah, it left an impact. And again, it's those exact same people that brought more traffic because it made other people want to work there. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to do sessions there is because I'm reading an album cover that said Power Play Studios. So the same way if you're an artist or if you're a producer or whatever, and you hear some banging, and you're like, yo, where they do that at? You reading the back of the cover, you read it says Power Play Studios, you want to get your stuff done there too. Like it's within the same vibe. So it's one of those, if you know, you know. And people definitely knew. Like it was the place to get your stuff sounding correct. People ain't front of that place,
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that.
Yep.
That's great. Yep. Well, good looking, my brother, for being on the Grind Ethics Mixtape Show, aka Power Play Stories. You know what I mean? Definitely. It's about because Power Play. When you Google Power Play, it's not a lot of stuff on Power Play. It's not a lot of information. It's so little information. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like I gotta put the history out there because I was a part of the history, even though I wasn't in the prime, but I was a part of Power Play. You know what I'm saying? I was part of the last days of Power Play. You know what I mean?
Right, and you know what's funny? That's how I felt too.
Yeah.
I just feel like I wasn't in the prime of it.
You was there like to me. I felt like the year you was in. I felt like that was part of the prime. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. Oh yeah, big shouts, yo. Big shouts to Spider D. He's in the hospital right now. Hope he gets better. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking his Facebook every once a month to see if he's alright. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got an interview with Spider D. Basically, I'm gonna put it in the documentary. It's gonna be a part of the documentary. I'll put a part of this right here. Huh?
Tell Spider I said what's up.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Spider for years since 2012.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, I spoke to him every now and then on Facebook. I haven't, I interviewed him in 2012, but I haven't seen him since '98.
Right. Okay.
So, but yeah. Anybody that wanna need an engineer, you know what I'm saying? How do they get in contact with you?
Hit me up on Instagram.
Okay.
Chick Cuss.
Okay.
THEKIDCUS. Chick Cuss.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely, man. All right, my brother. Good looking, man.
Yo, I appreciate you, man.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Yeah, that was my man Cuss representing. I said representing Grind Ethics, representing Power Play Studios. Yeah, man. I hope y'all was educated and entertained about Power Play Studios. I'm gonna find some more people to come through. I gotta dig in the crates now. I gotta start investigating people. You know what I'm saying? See what names I could dig up as far as people that will come on this platform and talk about their story, their experience in the legendary Power Play Studios. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope nobody gets mad at me for doing this because it don't seem like nobody's gonna do this damn documentary. So I'm making it my business to be like, you know what? I was a part of the history, so and I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna put some of the history out there for people to learn about it and also to refresh in the memories of the people that was there, especially the all the famous MCs that was there and all the singers that was there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you like this episode, Grind Ethics Mixtape Show, aka Power Play Stories, I'll be very grateful if you could follow me on Instagram, Grind Ethics Instagram. Also, if you could drop a friendly donation, the link is Grind Ethics Cash App. Yeah, like I said before, I'm planning to do this tour, so I'm putting together little funds to put together the Grind Ethics, the first Grind Ethics tour, where I'm gonna travel around the country, videotaping interesting people in business and entertainment, and basically. So the first stop is Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna interview my brother, Supreme Understanding, who wrote the popular book How to Hustle to Win. You know what I'm saying? That's my man Supreme. I wonder if Red Pill, Blue Pill is in Atlanta. I don't know. They be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with those brothers too, but those brothers are all over the place. But big shout out to my brothers, a Blue Pill and Red Pill. Yeah. But I was trying not to shout out their government name. That's why I was like, let me not try to say their government name because I know their government name. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But definitely. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. Anybody that been to Power Play Studios, even if you've been there for one day, even if you was an entourage at your homie's studio session, or whether you was, let's say, A&R, or let's say you was working at a record label, or let's say you was an intern at Power Play, or an intern at a record label, and you was visiting Power Play for an errand or whatever, and you was just chilling there, or whatever, or if you was a manager or an engineer at Power Play Studios, whatever, if you have a Power Play Studio story, let me know. Get on Grind Ethiks, aka Power Play Stories, and tell your story. Okay? Anyway, I'm out. And remember, peoples, tell a friend to tell a friend that it's all about the motherfucking grind. Basically.